This is my Minecraft 1.19 survival series, which I live stream every single day on twitch.tv/ECKOSOLDIER. And this is my deep dark / ancient city that I spent 6 hours in taking everything that you could possibly find. And this picture right here is everything that I was able to find in 5/6 hours inside of an ancient city / deep dark. Actually, I managed to find 6 god apples. What is the point in today's video? Well, I'm here to tell you that you are probably approaching the deep dark and the warden and ancient cities completely wrong. Like I said, I spent like 5/6 hours in there, and I actually learned a lot. This is my Minecraft survival world, which I play in hard. Like I said, I managed to find 6 god apples. I found countless diamonds. I managed to find enough to make 1 recovery, if not 2 recovery compasses. I found skulls. I found amethyst shards. I found diamond hose. And I don't just mean 1 or 2. I managed to find like 6 of them. These are going to be very key for your survival world. So what I want to do in today's video is share with you the honest truth about this dimension / biome / whatever you want to call it. Not to mention, here is all of the leggings that I managed to find. Although I don't think this is the greatest of loot that you were able to find, I still think we did pretty okay. Most YouTubers or creators are probably going to approach the deep dark and the ancient cities with all guns blazing. Now, I experienced this for the very first time in Survivor when 1.19 released, and I actually approached this place with full force. However, you don't have to approach it with full force, and I'm actually going to tell you why this is the best place in Minecraft now to come in the overworld for XP. This produces so much XP. Like, I have fully disabled this. I've only left 1 kind of Skulk Shrieker inside of here, and that's just because in case I need it for future reference. But apart from that, I have fully disabled this place. Now, you also have to remember when you're approaching this, no mobs spawn in here, unless you're playing Bedrock and it's currently bugged. But no other mob spawns inside of here other than your warden. The warden is the only thing that spawns inside of here. So once you disable every single Skulk Shrieker inside of here, that's when the fun actually begins. I have taken probably around about 150 XP levels from this place, because every single one of these Skulk blocks has XP inside of it. And that is why I guarantee you've probably been approaching this place completely wrong. Exactly like I did. All right, so what I want to do is enter a brand new world, and I'm just going to show you the best way to approach it. Now, my recommendation, by the way, is to make sure you harvest as much XP as you can, because from what I noticed in the diamonds I showed you, there is tons and tons of diamonds hidden underneath these Skulk blocks. Because again, we're at like -51, which we're really close to the best level to find diamonds. Now remember, there is no specific way to find yourself an ancient city. The YouTube videos that are saying this is the easiest way, that's the easiest way, they're basically going into a separate world and copying the seed and finding it that way. I do have a few tips on helping you to find it, but honestly, from my experience, it's pure and simply luck. This is a brand new seed that I've created. Now, you can see in the coordinates, the X, Y, and Z. The Y coordinate, you're going to around about -45, -50, because that, to me, is the best place where you are finding these. This is a very open location. So that's the first tip I have for you. Just head towards those locations. I haven't found any ancient city that's been above that coordinate. According to the wiki page, they are typically found below -0, but that still leaves a lot of blocks that you need to cover. The reason why I'm saying that is because you can see that down there is -50, -45, but you can actually see that this deep dark biome can start all the way up here. We are currently sitting at, let's see what coordinate level we are currently at here, 91. So the problem you have here is, although you see this, it doesn't necessarily mean that there is an ancient city there. However, it does mean it's going to be somewhat close. Now, again, when you do start finding this, because finding it at level 91, 72, etc. is actually really, really helpful. Because if you can find something like this, you typically won't necessarily need an ancient city. Let me explain. I want to show you how to approach the Deep Dark and ancient cities from two different perspectives. That being, if you are a brand new player in a brand new world, but also if you've got a well-established world. This place is different from other locations in Minecraft, and honestly, my recommendation in a brand new world is to try and find yourself an ancient city as soon as possible. Granted, you are going to need a couple of things. Actually, it's a lot more of a risk trying to find an ancient city in a more established world. You have a lot more to lose. If you're a brand new player, here's my recommendation. You might be surprised. Obviously, get yourself some armor, get yourself a pickaxe, a sword, a shovel, axe, etc. Now, the big things I noticed when exploring this for the first time is how important wool is. Again, because of the whole wool occlusion. Also, how important hoes are. If you can make more of these, it's just even better, right? Now, shears, your shield, bow and arrows if you can. Again, it goes back to what I was saying at the start. You really don't need to go in there guns blazing. You gotta be a lot smarter. You gotta approach this so much different compared to the way we approach Minecraft usually. We always go in there killing everything, but there's no mobs inside of there other than the warden, and you can disable it using this. You are gonna have to be patient though, but let me show you how you can approach this in survival as a brand new player. Before we get to the ancient city, I've just found a deep dark biome. Remember, shift is going to be your best friend. Shifting. You want to avoid the skulks as much as possible, and a hoe is your best friend. Get rid of this as fast as possible. Getting rid of the shriekers is going to prevent any form of warden appearing. The shriekers are the things that notify it. Now, of course, it's going to be quite dark. It's obviously why you need torches if you're a brand new player in the world. Obviously, it's a little bit easier when you're... Hey, we did an advancement there, kill it around there. Obviously, if you're a more established player, there's a better solution, and that's going to be night vision potions. So avoid these as much as possible, because they will bring you the warden. If I do this, it's going to notify this. He's going to get angry, and he is very fastly going to be approaching. Get rid of this. Now, this biome is your biggest playground now. There is skulk blocks everywhere. You've got a hoe. The hoe is the best thing, honestly, when approaching the Deep Dark and the ancient cities. It is so helpful. The better the hoe you have, obviously, the more XP you're going to get, which is why, again, being a little bit more advanced player is better. But look at this, 10 levels. This is a brand new world. If you're looking for this seed right off the rip, just think how much XP you can get. Once you find your diamonds, you can enchant it pretty fast as well. So this is a very small proportion. And I'm already at, what am I already at? 13 levels. I've already used one hoe. So again, the more hoes you have in a brand new world, the better it's going to be for you. All right, let's now factor in that we're heading down towards the ancient city. Again, the biggest worry here is the warden. There is no other mob that is going to spawn here. So in that case, you're going to be okay. Obviously, you can hit F3 and B if you're on Java Edition because it brings up the hitboxes. You can clearly see there's nothing around here. Not even the warden has spawned yet. So it's a game of patience. All right, whether it's a brand new world or an established world, it is a game of patience. Now, another thing you can do, and this is why wool is incredibly important, is you can place wool to disable the notification. However, one thing to bear in mind here is that when you place this, because it's wool, no vibrations are made. So in this case, I can get rid of this it hasn't notified this, and I can fully disable this, which means this can send as many vibrations as possible. But again, obviously, you have no reason to keep the Skulk Shriekers. Silk Touch would probably be the reason you would want to keep it, because Silk Touch, you can pick them up. But obviously now I'm able to disable these. I really wanted to. I can disable these. I can do them bit by bit. We're in a brand new world, so no matter what happens here, the things I'm going to find down here are going to be so much better than I already own, especially if you're rocking iron gear. Let's just continue. But I want to show you what happens if the Warden does appear. Let's say you make the mistake and you notify the Skulk Shrieker. You have 4 chances before the Warden is going to spawn. Right, this is the 3rd chance. We activated 2 before. Let's do it one more time. It's going to spawn. This is where your bow is going to come into play. Now, don't panic when the Warden spawns. Just back away. Just back away. It requires smell. Obviously, you want to try and avoid as many of the Skulks as possible. But this is where your projectiles are useful, because if we fire this over there, it's going to notify the Warden over there. Don't do it too fast. Don't start firing arrows like a crazy person. All you got to do is let it go and do its thing over there. You're out the way. One thing that I have noticed, and one thing that I did myself, is that you can summon up to 4 Wardens at one time. So if you make the silly mistake and go in a completely different direction, you gotta be careful, because another Warden is going to spawn, and this will happen 4 times. In this instance, what I would be doing is that there's no Skulk Shriekers here. So again, whether it's an established world or not, you can just go ahead and just start harvesting as much XP as you wish. It's only when you start visiting like the camp locations is when things start to become a little bit of a problem, because that is where your Skulk Shriekers are. You don't find too many in the wild like this one. Things like this can be a little bit of a problem, but again, this is why wool is literally your best friend in this update, especially if you've got like 2 of these lurking around. And now make some vibrations here. It's not gonna matter too much. Place this here, and then I could just go along and open up the chests. There you go. I found a lot of diamond hose, so we've already made an upgrade here, right? In a brand new world, you really don't have too much to lose. So again, that's why I recommend going to an ancient city quite early, because you can instantly upgrade your iron stuff to diamond stuff. Although, didn't see any pickaxes there and didn't see any swords there. That's a little bit of a disappointment. But like I said, honestly, the best tool is a hoe, if you're a little bit more advanced. Although I don't think golden apples are going to save you. They will make a very big difference. A couple of things that are going to be absolutely huge here. Same thing, wool. You're probably going to have a wool farm. Get yourself a maxed out diamond or netherite hoe. Breaking, mending, efficiency, fortune. You're going to harvest so many levels. The difference between being a new player and an advanced player, you're going to have yourself night vision potions. These are big. It saves you having to place down torches, which again can send a signal to a Skulk, which then again can summon a Warden. Just for reference, why I recommend bringing yourself shears is because if you run out of wool, you can obviously break these a lot faster, pick them up and replace them down. So yeah, forgot to mention that's the same that applies for beginner players. Night vision potions are huge compared to torches. The difference is absolutely phenomenal. You can see literally like all these Skulk catalysts and streakers and things like that. But again, have yourself a hoe. You can see how much XP you can get right off the rip. Every time you see one of these things, just instantly disable it. You're mainly aiming to disable these Skulk Shriekers. Disable them. Like I said, in my world, I literally just kept one of them. I kept one just because, I don't know, maybe I want to use it for some kind of warden farm because I'm crazy like that. But once they're disabled, no more notifications. Every single bit of the wall is covered in this stuff. And I want to see if I can uncover any diamonds. Just show you what I was talking about. But again, mending is big on your hoe when you're down here. It's an absolute lifesaver. But again, like in this world, with me not being a new player, the loot is easier to find. The chests are easier to find. I'm still on the hunt for diamonds here. I did accidentally trigger one Skunk Shrieker to notify the Warden, but there's level 30. When I've been finding my diamonds, they've been underneath all these Skunk blocks. I feel like in this ancient city, though, I've been quite lucky. There hasn't been anywhere near as many Shriekers as there was in my place. But this is just insane. Oh, there you go, diamonds. There you go. There you go, diamonds. Although it's only gonna be, it's just one this time. I mean, I can't complain, right? It's better than nothing. And I know I created this world in creative and approach this in survival. Where's the Warden? Again, just don't panic. Don't panic too much. I think players are brought to fear the Warden. Which, again, you probably should, but you don't need to panic. You can just carry on with your journey in a slightly further location. Just keep getting rid of these and keep harvesting the XP. There you go. So this one's actually underground. So there might be more than one here. No. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, we managed to find a total of 5 diamonds so far. If you want to come and hang out with me, this is still a relatively new world. I live stream, like I said, every single day on twitch.tv/ECKOSOLDIER. I thought the best tool was going to be my sword and my pickaxe and my bow. It's not. It's simply a hoe and wool and shears. Like, I managed to find so many of these hoes just hidden inside the chests. So yeah, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section. And hopefully I'll see you in the live streams. And I hope this video helped you out.